This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with, well, let's finish Jedi Fallen Order. Yep, I decided to play the game even further and get to its conclusion. I'm at the last chapter of the game. The only reason I know that is I looked up some stuff just to see how long the game was, like, without looking at spoilers, like, oh, I'm at the final chapter. Okay, best to record this one, I think. You know, I think that'd be decent long. I'm just going to do one long recording, might split up or whatever. We're on our ship, the Mantis, and we're about to go grab the final treasure from this vault here. Oh, and if you haven't played the game already, there's going to be spoilers in it, obviously, because I'm beating this. One of the things I didn't actually did I show this? I think I did at the very beginning, but now that we almost finished the game and collected everything in the game, most of the collectibles are unlocks for how you look and the ship looks and everything like that. Mostly minor stuff. Some of it's kind of cool, but I kind of wish you could have unlocked more like concept art. I'm more of a fan of finding stuff like that. But at the beginning of the game, you can only put in the lightsaber. You can only do like blue. It was like blue, green, and orange. And now, when you get to the end of the game, a special scene occurs where you can unlock every single feature. So you can do like blue, green. Let's see, Force, New Hope, Luke. You know, Return of the Jedi, Luke, Mace Windu, Larfleeze. Sure, why not? No, I don't even... Actually, I'm not aware of any famous Jedi in the stories that have orange one. I haven't read every single lore of old Star Wars or Legends or whatever, so I don't know, maybe. Yellow, Consulators. I'm trying to think of a Jedi specifically. I know in Clone Wars they had like one or two Jedi that had yellow lightsabers, I think. And then cyan, I think that's just like extended universe, just like fan stuff with the cyan color, because I don't remember anyone having that one. Same with magenta or indigo, yeah, we're gonna go with let's go with cyan actually this time. Blue's my favorite color, but I'm just gonna go with light. Whoops. With blue. You could also customize how the lightsaber looks, so you've got your like main headpiece there. Let me change the color just to kind of give you really quick to what it looks like. The emitter, which is just the face piece. Now that's what you start out with, is Jero Tapal, which is your master, which I think they had like a little image of him at the beginning. Yeah, when I played the beginning part of it. Megiddo, I have no idea who that is. Umbaran, I think that's a planet. Megiddo might also be a planet, or at least I think Umbar was a planet. Yeah. Peace and Justice, and these are just different ones. The only ones that have like names are No, which is a special character we'll learn about when we continue the story on. And Sierra was the lady who helped us on the ship. And surprise, surprise, the fact that she has a lightsaber piece. I wonder why. I'm not sure which one's my favorite out of all these. I kind of like the No one because it's kind of based off some of the old Republic type of like lightsaber head, you know, a little bit, just something. But I kind of like the Magus one. I think that's my favorite. And then you can build like the switch and sleeve. The switch is where you can, you know, obviously turn it on and off. I wonder if they have these pieces at the Star Wars like place at Disney World. Although I don't. By the time of this recording, I don't even know if that place is going to still be around after what's going on. But yeah, this is where you can push the switch and everything like that. I kind of like the wood look of that, but I go with that. And then the sleeve is just where you're holding it for most of the time. You know, you want, maybe I want some of the little bit of leather, or I don't know. All these look good. We'll just go with let's go with that. And then the emitter for the second end of this. Let's see. Let's go with something. Let's go with that. And material, and that's just what it looks like. Yeah, all these are just unlocked from just playing the game over the course of everything, you know. Let's see, what's my... let's go with that. That was good. Durilium or whatever. Now watch out, kid! You just shot up through my... Look at that! It's going through the ship! Oh my god! You know, you'll notice when you play the game, you'll notice this game has a lot of graphical issues. Let me tell you. And you can also wear your custom or your standard jacket, a poncho, or a jacket is basically how your different clothes set. So yeah, all they do is just most of the unlocks are just color changes. But I mean, for a first game, I can't really expect them to have like a million different ways. I'm surprised they didn't unlock skins for. Although you could probably find a way to mod this to get skins, like give skins of other characters, like if you beat the game. But as far as I'm aware of, there's nothing like that. But it's fine. I mean, it's. Let's go with the. Yeah, let's go with that. Or no, do I want to do poncho? Let's do a poncho for no reason. And then the outfit is just what's underneath my garb. And the BD, I can customize BD while he's running around, and all these different colors and outfits. Let's go with blue leer. I like blue leer. And then yeah, you can customize the mantis. I mean, you only see it a couple times. There's really no point in customizing it. Really, it's all just for flair, I guess. I kind of like. Actually, I kind of like the one I've got currently on there. But yeah, we're about to travel to the destination at the beginning of Chapter 6, and there's a couple of big, from what I understand, there's
Cal,
a couple of
here to
like
join
big
me?
major scenes too.
Grease has gone outside for once. Figured I'd take the time to rest.
Not a bad idea. You two have spent a lot of time together.
I think it's Marin's turn to enjoy his charm.
Think she can handle it?
He's superstitious enough to give her space, relatively speaking.
Makes me want to learn magic.
Seriously.
Magic! Yeah, there's Grease. Yeah, she says Grease is outside, but Grease is right there. You could also collect seeds on the game to.
Sometimes the exhaust valve needs a bit of tending to, but otherwise, it hasn't been much of an issue.
Grease is quite the expert when it comes to engineering.
We haven't had a problem with the mantis that Grease couldn't fix on the fly. I'm just surprised to see him outside on Dathomir.
Well, she was asking about my ship. Of course I'm gonna show her.
It's fascinating. You must teach me to be a pilot.
Whoa, 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 one thing at a time. First maintenance, then flight lessons, maybe. I haven't committed to anything yet.
But yeah, even though they're not outside, but whatever. Yeah, you can create a terraria for
Hey, kid,
Grease.
I've been meaning to thank you. With my terrarium built out, I can finally get hollows for the Galactic Botanist competition.
You wanted me to do all this for bragging rights?
No, not just that. Those slubs give a lot of credits to the winner of the grand prize.
Planning on cutting me in?
Whoa, 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 slow down. It's a plant growing competition, not a plant gathering competition.
Oh well, at least the mantis feels more alive.
Who knew that Grease was into, you know, taking care of plants and all that other stuff? But yeah, these are all the plants you can collect over the course of the going all these different plants. All you do is scan them with BD. Were you saying something, Grease? Because your mouth keeps moving. And yet I didn't hear his dialogue at all.
What are you thinking about?
How quiet it is. I don't know if it's because Grease is off the ship or something else.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I'm not sure. I don't know if I like it. Silence is strange when you aren't looking for it. Almost makes me want to fill these walls with music from my Halleck set or something.
Yeah, you should start playing again.
Maybe. I don't often feel up to it these days.
I've always wanted to learn an instrument. Think you could teach me after this is all settled?
I'd like that. Yeah.
You can already tell we're getting to like in-game stuff when they're talking about when this is all over. They're like, you know, it's almost like the characters know.
Is you ready for a tour of Dathomir yet?
You're kidding, right?
He would not last long, I think.
Yeah, listen to the Night Sister. Gonna take a hard pass on that one, kid. I may be a gambler, but that's a risk I am not willing to take just yet.
Perhaps you can show us your home, Grease.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Really? Lateron? All right, I'll think about it. It's been a while since I've been to the old stomping ground. Wouldn't mind it myself.
I wasn't actually going to show you guys like all this dialogue, but I just realized all this unlocked after we got all of our crew members. But yeah, this is Grease, the Lanteran pilot, you know, gambler, old man, doesn't want to get into danger, all this other stuff. Sierra, the elderliest of the group, and with the secret that well, I mean, we already know it, but they'll talk about more when we get further on, I believe. And then Marin, the Night Sister. Yep, she's same as Ventress from the Clone Wars. I guess they're supposed to be Ithorian, but I guess Ithorian women look different than Ithorian men or whatever. One, she actually has hair. because I think most of the Night Sisters were bald, although that may have been just a practice in the series, and it's easier not to have to animate hair, you know. Although in the Clone Wars, a lot of it was anime styled almost, you know, sharp points and all that other stuff, angular jaws and all this other fun bits. Well, might as well finish off whatever conversations they've got.
A moment to think and reflect.
Okay, I think we're done with whatever they've got currently going on, or at least she does.
Grease?
I really hope that kid pulls through.
Grease. Are you okay?
Oh, Cal. I was just referring to my plant. I see how that might have been confusing.
You worry over your plants?
He even talks to them.
Hey, they've been through a lot. Stress may be good for building character, not so good for plants.
I'm sure they'll pull through.
If they don't make it, do you think you could bring them back?
Perhaps.
Oh, let me be clear. I don't want any monster plants trying to eat me in my sleep.
Oh? Then you better stay on my good side.
Poor Grease.
Malicos may not be here, but Dothamir is still dangerous. Be aware of your surroundings.
How did that happen when I talked to Grease? Why did... Yeah, this game has a lot of glitches and graphical errors. Hell, every time you go to a place, it takes forever for the game to upload certain...
Now, where should we go next?
You know, graphical things. Like, it'll slow down on graphics. Like, it'll be like, it'll take a while to pop in. Although, I am playing the PS4 version, maybe the PC version. They load up faster, but I doubt it. But yeah, you can go to Dathomir, the home of the Night Sisters, which are introduced in the Clone Wars and some of the books. Zepho, new to this game as far as I'm aware of. This is where a lot of the travel of the game was at. Kashyyyk, the planet of the Wookiees. Ilum, which is mentioned in the Old Republic games, and I think in some of the books. This is where you get your crystals for your lightsabers. And then Bogano, which is where everything started. We want to travel here to get into the vault that we've been trying to get the key for. You guys have anything to say while we're going to
This
Bogano?
droid, he serves you?
BD-1 is part of the crew, but I've come across many who think less of droids, even more since the Empire. Not too different from the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. Anyone who isn't humanoid enough is a target for them.
I thought the Jedi were their targets.
One of many, but it's all connected.
I do not understand your words.
He says he's glad we're in this together.
Oh, I did not know you spoke his language.
I don't. I just know.
I see. I am glad too, BD-1.
Yeah, there was a funny scene where she first joins the ship and sits on like the couch or whatever, and and the robot just starts beeping at her, and then she just looks at it and goes, "I do not understand what you're saying," and then it kind of ends the scene, and that was kind of funny.
You think it'll work?
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up some Skaz steaks. I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No, Captain. And we couldn't have gotten this far without you.
Oh, well,
It's true, Grease.
thank you. Hey, I hope you get in there and you find that hollow thing.
Holocron.
Are you sure it's something you should find?
What do you mean?
The children on that list. If you take them from their homes to train as Jedi, won't they be hunted like you?
It has to be kept out of the hands of the Empire.
It'll help us put an end to the Empire.
Oh, hey, change of plans, we're arriving.
Oh, Grease.
Yeah?
I take my steak rare.
Huh? Okay, now we're cooking.
Well, that was awkward. That's probably not important. Yeah, she does. The Night Sister makes a point if we find this although the Empire's trying to find this holocron too. It's with a list of Jedi sensitives. Or people who are Force sensitive so that they can be trained as Jedi. So if the Empire gets it, obviously they'll either take control of them or kill them all. We're trying to get that list. But she makes a point of like, maybe we should just get and hide it or something like that so no one knows. Or destroy the holocron. But no, we've got to restore the Jedi Order. This game's called Fallen Order, right? So we're trying to restore the Jedi. That's the whole point. Although, when does this take place again? This takes place after Order 66. So this is before New Hope. I don't know how much more, because one of the main scenes is this, is that Callum here is a survivor of War 66, like survived after his master got killed. He escaped, so one of the few to survive. And of course, every game and media that has anything to do with Star Wars, like in between episodes 3 and 4, like more than just the 2 Jedi survived. Now it's everyone survived.
I know you're
apparently.
about to get that hollow Kron.
Nice. You remembered. You joining me?
Oh no, absolutely not. No, I just wanted to say, you know, those kids we're supposed to find. They're lucky to have you.
They're lucky to have us. We're in this together, Grease.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping you'd say that, because, you know, they're gonna need more than fancy magic tricks.
Oh, yeah?
Practical guidance, role model, someone to look up to. You know, ship flying's a complicated art. But that's only if I stick around.
I remember that.
Good. Good. Okay. Good luck, buddy.
Well, we are magical space wizards,
Funny to have
so
this thing end where it started.
Oh, yeah. I remember our first visit here. I've said it before. I really didn't think you were...
A Jedi?
Jedi or not, I just didn't think you were the guy.
And now?
Now, Jedi or not, you are. Look, I still don't quite get the whole Force stuff, but what I do know is that you are one tough kid.
Thanks. So are you.
Yeah, it's true. I do look young for my age.
I was about to say, Grease looks like a young, tough kid or whatever.
Marin getting along?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she still freaks me out, you know, the whole raising the dead thing. But as long as she doesn't kill me...
She won't. You'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, you said that before, and then...
And you're still alive.
For now.
Nothing will happen to you. We're all in this together, Grease.
Well, Ventress was definitely one of the more interesting characters from
something
Clone
weird
Wars
about
next to, like,
this place.
Ahsoka, you know.
The energy is different here.
Yeah, it's different than Dathomir.
Yes. Dathomir is intricate. Its ancient power emanates from the shadows. Bogano feels more simplistic, and yet I can't figure it out.
Bogano is special. There's a reason the Zepho built their vault here.
Where your holocron waits. Hidden.
What are you getting at?
This planet has remained nearly untouched for centuries. Were the lives you seek to protect really in danger before you intervened?
It's hard to say.
We're definitely not on Dathomir anymore.
No, we are not.
Is it how you imagined? The rest of the galaxy, I mean?
It is so vast. I see now my life on Dathomir was... limited.
I felt the same way about leaving Bracca. The world can feel small when you're trapped by the past.
I think I will like my time aboard the Mantis.
Did you smile? I think you smiled, Marin. I didn't think you could do
The
that.
Jedi we train will help build a galaxy that respects and preserves special places like this one.
And that is their choice or yours?
We need each other to survive. Without the Jedi, I don't know if we can. We have a responsibility to protect them.
So you've said.
I personally am a fan of, like, after Episode 6 that the Jedi Order was kind of, well, the Jedi a Jedi like academy was built during after Episode 6, at least in the extended universe. If you play like Dark Forces or Jedi Outcast, you get a bit more, or if you read the books, get a better idea of that. But I'm more of a fan of that being the future. That's why I'm not. I mean, I know it's like juvenile to me, but I consider movies 7, 8, 9 just like Elseworld stories, like what ifs. I don't even consider them canon. Sorry, I mean, if you think they are, that's cool, but I'm not gonna think that way.
Excuse
Sorry.
me, Cal. I am not used to such talkative company.
I do not wish. What's that from The Mandalorian? I have spoken.
Cal, got a second? You've been through a lot to get here, but the vault is still an unknown.
Cordova put the holocron inside. That's what's important. I have to get it.
Cordova built danger into this test to protect it.
You're worried about me.
I don't want to train all those younglings alone.
I'll be fine, Seer. Plus, I've got BD with me.
I know. Just be careful. This might be unlike anything you two have faced before.
Thanks. We're ready. The both of us.
Take care of each other.
You know, I have a bad feeling of what's going on. Maybe it's the fact that I've already watched 4, 5, and 6. I read some of the stuff on between those movies, but I don't know, I have a good feeling about what we're doing here. We're gonna recreate the Jedi Order. It's gonna be easy.
Remember when you first brought me here?
It's hard to believe how far you've come in such a short time, Cal.
Yeah. Hey, maybe when we train the younglings, we'll do it my way. I have a few ideas that don't include life or death situations.
You'll never train someone your way. Both people have to be willing to learn.
Thanks. For everything.
Anytime.
I don't know. Are they gonna be good teachers? They're kind of already messed up people in their own ways.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Yes. And so are you. I've seen it. You've learned a lot from all this, Cal.
And from you.
That's kind of you to say, Cal, but I won't be in revolt with you.
Yeah, you will. Just in a different way.
I'm glad we found you, Cal. Good luck in there. And remember, think before you react. I suspect Cordova left behind a test not just anyone could solve. May the Force be with you.
And that's another ending conversation. But yeah. So yeah, this is when I first got in. Of course, like most Dark Souls or whatever games like that, you'd have to like play through, unlock shortcuts and go on through and all this other stuff. But now that we've gotten to the end of the game, we've unlocked every single ability we can for travel and exploration. So a lot of these places I'll be able to like skip most of it pretty quickly, which is good because we need to get to the that piece over there, that tower up there. We got there way early in the game and then realized we couldn't open the damn thing. So, all right, if I remember correctly, I should be able to get there. Did I jump from there? No. Okay. Yeah, it was a kind of cool thing, just like learning all the new abilities, tricks. You know, I think it did at a pretty solid pace. And this game was a decently long game, around the 20+ hour mark, give or take, depending on how quickly you beat this. Because it almost fell off. Yeah, glitches like that will occur regularly too. Yeah, I like this game, but I think it could have used maybe just a smidge more polish.
Sensing something weird. This is gonna sound strange, but I think it's the astrium. The closer we get to the vault, the stronger it feels. Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
And this is how we rested in the game. Our saved spot is meditate here. We can either rest. If you actually rest, you'll restore all the enemy points, and then skill trees you can buy stuff. I'll try to show off most of the abilities I have. I haven't unlocked all of them. I'm only missing one, but I should get just enough experience from going through this and the final area of the game to get the final ability. And I'm only missing a couple of achievements too, or trophies, and that's stuff that's based off story stuff. So we should be able to get that during this run too. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be. I'm just gonna play it till the end, and then I'll chop it up as I will. But I'm trying to make this just one long experience. Shouldn't take too long, because this game, if you know what you're doing, it can actually go by pretty quickly.
Amazing. The vault itself is built like a giant holocron. I linked something about that wall. We're close. Yeah, let's check it out.
Holocrons were basically special Jedi like storage for data and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of be wary of the man in the mirror. Oh! Some type of force stream or illusion.
Our civilization to those who will follow. Despite our wisdom and technological achievement, we face extinction. Dogma blinded us to the path of balance, and gradually we allowed our pride to corrupt us.
Yeah, these are the Zephyros sages. These are the people we were trying to find the tomb for, because I guess they had someone put the holocron here. Wait, who put it said it had all 4 senses. Were they able to see like the future or something like that? I don't know.
The further we fell into ruin. I
That's
lead the
what you guys look
remnants
like.
of my people into the great unknown, hoping that we will finally find peace.
guess all the Zephronians must be dead, I guess. Otherwise, we would have actually found
them
one.
the
There
ways
it
of
is.
the Force.
Master Kestis.
We shall begin with physical preparation.
What is the Force?
Gather round, everyone.
Master Kestis, do you think the Empire will find us?
Huh, looks like the future looks good. Is this actually future, or is this something we just want to see? And hopefully we treat the younglings better than Anakin did. Oh boy. Yeah, they didn't see that coming, if you know what I mean. How come I've never heard of Kestis in any of the extended lore or anything like that? Yeah, that's the problem with doing these games. You want to extend the universe, is that you have to, like, add something new without changing the core, like, plot or story from the movies, which are considered canon. And it's always tough writing for...
The Inquisitors have found us. Master, shall we fight them?
They're coming!
To the trenches!
Keep going!
Protect yourself!
Is this a vision of the future, or is this a vision of the past when the younglings are killed during Order 66? I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely hard writing for a...
The younglings. Kill the rest. They're fast.
Kid did a good job before he got shot to pieces. But if you're a good writer, I think you can write anything, even if there's already canon based around it.
Target sighted.
Help me, Master Kestis!
Moving in.
Oh, this might be the future. Are we going to cause these children to be killed because of our selfish desire to bring the Jedi Order back?
Spread out. There will be others. Yes, sir. You can't hide. Got you. Yeah.
Jeez. Maybe we should rethink our tactics. Because if we go the way we're going, I mean, at least according to this. Or maybe it could be just false images telling us, trying to keep us away from this or something like that. The Force is weird.
Cal Kestis. Surrender now, and we may spare the youngest. That's right. On your knees.
Yeah, Trilla's one of the main villains. She's dodged us in a couple of places, but overall, for the most part, she's not always on her butts though. So I don't know. It's one of those things where she's a villain, but
What is next for us?
and Trilla has very
Why? I want to go home.
and Trilla has a very important significance to one of our party members, I guess if you want to call it that, even though they don't actually join the group. One of the crews, which you can probably already guess who it is, just from characters and everything like that, or descriptions. It's like a torture machine of some sort. Ugh. I don't even know if we want to find these kids now. What the? What the? A red lightsaber? Say it ain't so. Kestis, what will you become? That's a purge. That's a purge officer's outfit, or an inquisitor, or whatever you want to go. Does he end up giving in to the dark side to save the younglings? Although probably, if that happens, usually you probably end up killing them too because of that, to save your own skin. What is it that Yoda said? You only take in what you have with you, or something like that? Yeah, it's like a poem, am I right? Some things repeat. Yeah, it's not a forest, but still. Yeah. Well, hopefully that future won't come to pass. Alright, game over, right? Take this thing and go home and find these kids. Force them out of their homes.
Bad feeling I'd see you here.
Oh? How uncharacteristically prescient of you. Here I thought your greatest virtue was your dogged persistence as you stumbled from one debacle to the next.
Guess you made a mistake not killing me on Baraka then.
A scant mercy. I wagered one meaningless Padawan against a prize that will win me the Emperor's favor.
You think I'm gonna let you walk away with the holocron?
Of course not. We both have our pride. But yours has cost you the lives of all the Force-sensitive children on that list, as well as your own.
Like you said, Trilla, I'm persistent.
And boss time against Trilla, the second sister. Can we beat her? Well, we got a lot of healing and a lot of new abilities, so I think we can. Nope. I was supposed to dodge there. No, I'm not off to a good start. Yeah, I've got a lot of new abilities. I've got like the single saber. I can hope I don't get killed during this. I might. I am not doing so well. Okay, that was bad. That was piss poor right there. Well, and this game actually isn't that hard really for the most part. There's some tough scenes every once in a while, but for the most part, I was expecting like Dark Souls difficulty while playing this game. But I mean, I die like I would any normal action game. But Dark Souls, I die multiple times at multiple places. But in this one, I don't know. I mean, I just got cocky there, But yeah, I don't. Even on the difficulty setting I've got it at, it's not that bad. Maybe if I played it on Grandmaster or whatever, I'd probably have a lot harder time because I'm still have this set on. Was it Jedi Master mode or whatever? It's the one that's almost the top difficulty. The one that probably is. Probably for Dark Souls players and stuff like that. Oh yeah, another issue I have with the game is just how long it takes to freaking load. Really. Oh, did you see the graphics how she was T-posing there? Oh yeah, this game has the obviously if you beat or hit your opponent or yeah, see I get my stuff restored and get my force abilities back. Yeah, just got to be not cocky this time. Okay, so I can do single saber combat. I can do double saber, or double staff, or whatever you want to call it, double-ended. And then there's a special attack you can do that'll do where I split my saber into two and basically do two-weapon style. So yeah, they basically give Cal almost the ability to do any weapon style. This is kind of like basically a more masterful version of a fight we had previously with another Jedi. Surprise, you actually fight other people who can use force wielders and stuff like that. But this one we can't really hurt her until we break her guard, as you can see there, and then we can kind of go all out and get a bit of extra damage on her. So we have to basically break her guard. If you're good at like blocking, like at the right time, I could break her guard faster. But in this, if you press circle, you can evade dodge, which allows you to dodge damage and stuff like that. What the? Yeah, I've got force powers, lady. Haha, I got your saber. What the? Nuts.
Careful with that thing. It's been through hell.
What, is the thing corrupting him? Like dark-siding him? Not a Rhodian.
Don't go. We need to stick together.
Oh, crazy
No,
heresy here.
I'm going to lure them away, and then I'm going to circle back. Stay with the younglings, Trilla. May the Force be with you.
Master, don't leave us!
Trilla, what's going to happen?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yep, Sierra was a Jedi at one point, and Trilla was her apprentice.
No.
Hallucination. Man, Trilla's been, it looks like she went through a lot. Ah, she got away with the holocron. Dang it. Well, I don't know if she tricked us. I don't know if she knew that was going to happen, but... Haha, we got your weapon, though. I don't think we can actually use it, but hey. Oh, Inquisitor is born. Yeah, we got this data thing that shows, like, all the characters, and yeah, Trilla was Sayre's apprentice. They got caught. Trilla became an Inquisitor due to, like, torture and other such things, and Sayre, you know, tried to save her, used some dark, you know, dark Force powers, or you know, Sith-like abilities, the dark side of the Force, and she's no longer a Jedi now, because you can see that she doesn't well, I guess she sort of acts like a Jedi, but she doesn't do Force abilities or anything, because she purposely shut herself off. Or I don't know if she completely cut herself off, but she forced her powers to, like, she keeps them quenched, so she can't do Force, even though she can still sense it. Oh, hey! Oh, one of the cool, well, other than being attacked by monsters, one of the, I don't know if I oh yeah, I think we should have did this before. I just love just reflecting the bolts back at them. Or I could do this, like, there's an ability where if you're just running, you can just, yeah, just, although it's funny when Cal, like, reflects the bolts while he's running, it looks like he's flailing. He's like, don't hit me! I don't know, it's just funny. And another cool ability is, like, we've now allowed Force, oh, where'd the frog thing go? I was going to kill it for experience. Another cool thing about this game is it kind of reminds me of the Jedi Outcast, oh, I thought I saw something there. Of the Jedi Outcast games is the ability to, well, if they didn't hit me before, oh, God. Okay, then. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to actually, actually, I can climb back up there. Is the ability to, like, basically force push and pull people. And one of my favorite abilities in the, I wonder if I can just straight up jump there. Yeah, no, oh, come on. Fine, I'll just do it over here. I wanted to kill him for the experience, since I want to get to, oh, man. It's the game is designed at this point to not have all these abilities. When I actively use them, the game's like, graphically, I can't handle this. But in the old Outcast games, you could, like, force push and pull anyone off anything, and so one of the coolest things was just being able to push troopers off the. Let's see. There's also the ability to, let's see if I can do it. You can also slow down time. You can actually slow down the blaster bolts of the stormtroopers and throw it back at them if you have a force slow, or whatever you want to call it, and force push. Yeah, there's a, I like the fact that they basically give you kind of like a loose use of the ability, so you can actually do stuff like, if you fight certain people in certain areas, if you just don't want to fight them, if you do it right, you can just shove them off the edge. Or, like with a rocket trooper, just take his rocket and just shoot it back at him. Stuff like that. You know, that's what I didn't like about the Force Unleashed series, is that you could sort of do that with some guys, but the game did this thing where it went to exponential difficulty mode, which at the beginning of the game you could do the whole take out people in one shot and all this other stuff. But at some point in the game, they become like super like difficult to kill. So okay, they're gonna completely kill him. Well, actually, no, it did. If the troopers can't like get back to a previous location on their own, then auto kills them, even if because they can't jump and stuff like that. Yeah, in Force Unleashed, it became like near the end of the game, basically anything you fought would have defenses against you, no matter what it was, even stormtroopers. So you kind of lose out on the fun of just easily killing certain characters or creatures or whatever. Because sometimes you just want to have that power fantasy in certain areas. Like, I understand having the difficult enemies, but every once in a while you just want to have a character that just goes, oh hey, I don't want to fight you, shove. Yeah, but let's get back in the ship and chase after Trilla. We need that holocron. We can't let the little new younglings get captured. And what happened to her?
I saw what happened between you and Trilla, what you both went through. I'm so sorry. I was arrogant, I was foolish. I could never understand what you went through. She has a holocron. I don't know where she's taking it.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
Our mistakes are in the past. And it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. You taught me that, Seer.
You're right. I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi, where the Inquisitors come from. It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped. I just never thought I'd be going back there.
You won't be going alone. You'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me. Neil. By the right of the Council, by the will of the Force, Cal Kestis. Rise, Jedi Knight. You are ready.
So are you.
Yeah, technically all this time, Cal was actually a Padawan because he died before he could be knighted. Actually, he was still a youngling at the time, so... Now we can go to the Inquisitor Fortress, to the final area of the game. I guess we should talk to everyone before we do that, though. Hey, Night Sister. Hey, Night Sister, Sister. Hey, Sister,
Are we
Sister.
ready to leave?
That's it? That's all you got? We get her way too late in the game. Because by the time we get her, the game's almost over. Okay, you guys got nothing to say. Alright, I mean, we can still travel to all these planets and still collect everything, but I've already done that all off screen, so... Anything else to say? Nope. Alright, folks, let's go to the final area of the game. Let's see, what's my... I don't know, the last area might be quick. I might not be getting the final ability by the end there, but that's fine. I can... I think this game, well, I don't know for sure, but I think this game has a like, it'll take you back to before the end of the game if you need to, like, collect the rest of the stuff and everything like that, so, if it doesn't, yeah, that's fine. It's not a big deal. I don't need a 100% it. To the area of Nur. I thought I was going to say Moo there for a second. Oh, yeah, there's not anything to unlock, so. Alright, let's get that holocron back before Trilla uses it for her intended purposes.
Today, our great military is dedicated to enforcing the laws of the Empire, yielding to no one who seeks to destroy our galactic harmony.
You hear that garbage?
Turn it off, please.
Lying imps. Do you think anyone buys this junk?
Too many on the core worlds. Their daily lives haven't changed much since the Empire took over.
Oh, come on. Some of them are even richer than before. Not like the expendable worlds. Not like Lateron.
As long as the Emperor keeps the right people happy, it'll never stop.
That's why we need the Jedi.
Then we better get this hollow thing fast.
Was it Jedi that caused all their ignorance to cause this happen in the first place? There's a lot of, like, books and stories about how maybe the Order almost like all this needed to happen for them to get fixed because of just things that happened to the Order and the Jedi overall in general. But that's for another day.
This isn't good. With the defenses they got, our usual tricks just aren't gonna cut it.
I can help.
What are you thinking?
A ritual. It will hide the ship, I hope.
A ritual?
She has a knack for this kind of stuff.
Wait a minute. Now, hold on. Now, what is this gonna require?
A sacrifice. One of your arms will do nicely.
Wait, what?
Don't be so serious. Join me up front. Sisters, Mother, lend me your strength. Sisters, Mother, lend me your strength.
Whatever she's doing, it's working.
What do you think the odds are?
My money's on you, kid.
Let's go, buddy.
Once we're inside, I'll engage their defense level, and then sabotage their sensors so the Mantis can extract us. You find the holocron.
Shouldn't we stick together?
I feel the pull. The lives of every child on that list are at stake. Whatever happens in there and whatever you see, don't worry about me. Just get it and get out.
Close in on the fortress.
It's time.
Alright, let's get this list back. No more data and links. Yeah, over the course of the game, you can unlock all this stuff, and there's an achievement for finding every single data log, stuff from either scanning or finding Force echoes. Not too difficult. There are like one or two that might be a little bit weird to find, but nothing that, I mean, most people found it online. But I didn't really need much. There was only like one or two items I actually kind of had confusion about, and there's more about me just not paying attention for the most part. So they don't make this game super difficult to find most of the secrets in it. At least I didn't think so anyway. Yeah, the rebreather we got back in Kashyyyk is one of the story plots, you know, because we can't just hold our air forever. So yeah, Sierra, however, well, they say it in the game, but I always forget. And but she's donning a lightsaber and gonna help us out. So got two Jedi here able to take on all these Inquisitors. Well, we'll see what happens if we can survive it. So, she can go. I think you can press the button to swim a little bit faster, but not by much anyway. Then we just have to keep swimming forward. Oh, the game's not letting me, so I must have to go in somewhere. Maybe over here? It wasn't letting me swim further, so I was like, I wonder where I go. Maybe I have to go through here or something. Yeah, there we go. There you go. There you are. Oop, come on. Raise at the top. Oop.
Airlock 8 is clear. Listen to that water dripping. Hey, Stormtrooper, how do you handle that? I'd be running to the fresher every Here's that. As you were.